Okay.
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 Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Another very basic concept when you're in fights there. You might have noticed he wasn't actually finishing his combos. It wasn't because he was dropping them or because he's bad, although he is bad. Yeah, you're going to see that on display right here. Okay. So this is going to be frame perfect. Rear up and... Okay. Give me that. Give me that.
More frame perfect.
All right. Even more frame perfect.
Good,
All right,
good,
here's
here
the
we
most
go.
important part right here. And jump on Kyrie, jump on Kyrie, jump on Kyrie, jump on Riku, jump on Goofy, jump on Donald, jump on Kyrie, run to the hand. Haha, wait, what?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Also, Roxas is good.
Shouts to Roxas.
Roxas
Best character.
is Roxas.
The Mistmaster one has actually offered to donate, I believe, $1 for every whiff throughout this run.
Every
So
time I
that's
miss
already
this-
$2
yeah,
right now.
Yeah, I've missed a couple times.
Technically
already.
more.
This is best minigame.
Oh, this is the greatest minigame.
There's actually a soft
There's a
lock on this,
possibility.
but it's extremely rare. I think we've only seen it maybe a few times ever.
Yeah. I've seen it less than 5 times. It's never happened to me.
You've seen it that many times? Oh my god. I've
We
never
have a
seen
save
this.
if it does
It's,
soft lock.
Yeah.
Other than that, this minigame is literally mash triangle,
Yeah.
and you win.
Yeah.
Very, very good
The
design.
embodiment of Kingdom Hearts 2 in this minigame.
$100, more like $10. Money towards Spike Vegeta's choice, but only if he gives his best. Kingdom Hearts is light. Otherwise, put it on Casey for Tifa's name for FF7. That's the name of a girl I love. Shoutouts to Casey.
Kingdom Hearts is light!
Wow.
Yeah, you do not want Roxas to whiff in this fight.
And he will, unfortunately.
Yeah, probably.
So he wants
Yeah.
to kill 3 Dusks because that'll spawn the next wave of enemies. And since they are assassins, you want to kill assassins as quickly as possible. So he'll kill 3 and then go after the assassins and then clean up from there, basically.
Yeah, you're noticing in this fight, he's just constantly having to react to how the dusks are being kind of flown around. Because all those attacks deal heavy damage. So
This
it's
is a nice
That is some
that
charity
is
right
an
there.
unbelievable fight.
That was
is an
really good. Oh, man.
unbelievable fight.
Be very careful.
To explain a little bit more about what drive forms are, they actually use your one or both of your party members in order to gain a form that has different abilities and different strengths and weaknesses. As they mentioned, the strength of Valor form is that it is supposed to be strong and physical attacks. That was an amazing fight.
So this is the first like really terrible fight in the game, in the category, in my opinion. There are 3 waves of Heartless here, or nobody's here. With the first wave right here, what his goal is to actually get Leon as far away as possible from the others.
Oh, dear.
Okay. Nice.
Nice.
So he wants to utilize that reaction command as much as he can, the dual stances, which can be hard because this fight's never going to go the same way every time. Oh, baby.
Ooh.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
So, those RCs pop up a lot faster in Final Mix compared to English, so you got to be really ready for them.
Yeah, we get one-shotted by them, I believe, if we fail it.
It's almost a one-shot. For my health, it would have killed me, yes, if I failed any of those. So, glad I didn't.
Yeah. So that was a sketchy start, but that ended up being a really good second phase. And this third phase, he saved all of his MP for here to kind of try to get up to the side of the Dusks and just blizzard them away. So that was such a good fight. Yeah. Bloody, you want to talk about why this fight is terrible?
Oh my Christ. Okay, so you know how shadows are bad? Well, there's like a bunch of them, and they all suck.
Literally 1 million shadows in this
I
fight.
mean, what else do you want me to say? They are all horrible.
These shadows.
Yeah, so again, look at that absolute chunk of health, that little swipe from one of these
Yeah.
like 50 shadows.
You
just did.
can get 3-shot and like you're surrounded by them, and even if you just kind of try and berserk through it and just fire constantly, you can just get cheap shot, and it's horrible, and I hate all of them. Oh my god. Riz is doing really good by far.
was very good.
Trying to round up all of them in like 2 waves right there is the most optimal way of killing them.
Right there, what he did was he wanted to bait out attacks from both of
Be
them.
safe here.
Yeah, to
I'm
be a little bit
attacking
safe.
Yeah, one of their attacks do not stagger at all, which is the spinny one in the first phase of the enemy, so we kind of have to make sure we avoid that attack because it does a lot of damage.
We're gonna turn into Superman real quick, and we're gonna fly, and it's awesome. Okay, so that saves 4 seconds. It's pretty cool.
Because this is one of the worst fights in the game, without a doubt.
Serious time, please.
I specifically targeted on the large body there to make sure he dies because he's the most dangerous enemy right now. Okay. That was incredible.
Cerberus is pretty easy. He's probably going to no damage it, honestly. This fight's designed, like, I don't know. That's what,
Oh, no. Wait.
Charles!
Oh boy. That ghost is on the ground, so it might not destroy me here. Oh, I got another back cry. Oh, that was perfect. Nice. Okay. Good.
Get up on the Hydra's back.
I love memes.
I'm a big fan of memes too.
I'm speedrunning for the memes, actually. Don't feel goofy, please.
Okay.
All right, so this is still questionable. He's going to have to do all 3 phases and get enough hits with them.
Yeah, this is not a common occurrence for
Yeah.
both party members to die.
Yeah, it doesn't happen to me like ever, so I wasn't sure what to do. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. That was a good fight then.
Yeah, so to be clear, he only had 2 potions to work with there, so he couldn't bring Goofy back. He had to hope Dolan was going to bring out that clutch heal.
All right. Chicken Little is basically a walking magnet, and he also throws firecrackers to stun enemies. The big issue here is that there are statues or gargoyles running around. They hit hard and make it really hard to actually deal with Thresholder. So Chicken Little's going to be kind of taking care of them for the most part, while Riz goes for Thresholder itself. He needs to do this part in 2 cycles, so this is the first. He's also killing, on the side. Wow.
Baby, the bonus.
Could I please get back cry every single time like that? Riz.
I never get it.
That was a really, really good fight.
He wants to get to level 2 before a fight in Port Royal, so he's kind of starting to get experience right now.
This is by far the most dangerous window.
Oh yeah, window 3, this is where there are cars. If anybody remembers cars, they're dangerous and they hurt, and they punch you.
And as you can see, that little technique, it was the same thing Riz used on the the Shadow Thorn, the boss of Beast Castle. Upper slash, it really makes a nice way to kind of connect into an aerial hit, making for a very long combo. Alright, so very good fight there by Biz.
A lot of people will probably, well, I mean, most everybody playing this game for the first time probably just ignored summons, like, entirely.
I had no idea what they did.
You didn't know that they existed in the first place, but especially in a category like this, where you need mob fights, like, to be kind of like, you know, stunned like that. Chicken Little is incredibly useful, so next time you're playing this game, give him a shot, because he's kind of cool.
It's indicating killing you very quickly. Also, good luck. This is the hardest menu in the game.
Very difficult. It's also my favorite menu, by the way.
That's such a good menu.
Yeah.
Shadow Silver too. At the end of it, though, in this really, really small space right here, he's going to have to fight three fat bandits, so he's going to have to use a combination of Reflect and Trinity Limit to be able to kill all of them safely. It's going to require a lot of precise timing as well on the Trinity Limit.
It can be really hard to react because there's so many little Heartless on screen. He's trying to react to all of them for when to reflect. Because if he just throws up a reflect randomly, a lot of times it'll just go up and nothing will happen. It has to actually reflect an attack by an enemy to deal the splash damage.
Also, in this fight, all of those small Heartless actually drop HP orbs, and because there are so many of them, you don't see him tend to use a potion when he gets hit by that. He knows that he's going to be killing enough to be able to most likely pick up enough HP.
Hopefully this kills him.
Good.
Nice. Okay.
It isn't common at the start to quickly defeat the little guys that spawn after every HP gate here. Good way to get through those first two phases.
This is one of those beautiful fights of Final Mix where you're starting to become a god, essentially. All these abilities are starting to come into your disposal, and the fights are just mapped out so well. Also, this guy's being an idiot.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to walk in those fire pools. They deal a lot of damage.
I was playing it safe there.
All right, very nice fight. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Yeah, everyone's coming. When slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm. Literally, everyone knows the song.
The cold never bothered me anyway. Frozen in Kingdom Hearts 3 is the best meme ever.
No, don't. It's not worth it.
Don't.
Frozen.
You just
Frozen confirmed for
You
KH3.
just destroyed the chat. I forgot.
What about Star Wars?
Yeah, what
the way, I
about
hate
Star
this
Wars
fight.
and Marvel?
Where's Mom?
Wins Marvel. So while we're memeing over here, Biz is actually probably one of the hardest fights in this world, and probably one of my most difficult fights. But he's handling it like a champ.
Did it absolutely perfectly.
Anybody waking up with us? Welcome to early breakfast edition of AGDQ 2015. If the runner wants to go ahead and introduce himself,
I am Biscuit047.
make sure to go follow him on Twitch as well as the rest of us. We're cool. Hey, I'm Spike Vachita.
I am JHobs296, and this is Albert.
I'm Bloody Biscuits.
I am Trizzle.
And yeah.
And this is Oogie.
And I hate this fight, by the way. Uh-oh. this
Well,
fight?
there are 3 phases to this fight. You're going to be seeing the use of Magnet. We just picked this up. It's really kind of odd, this combo. A lot of people kind of see it and don't really understand what's going on. Magnet acts as a finisher by itself. So with Finishing Plus, since we can use 2, you can just use Magnet Finishing Leap and it does quite a bit of damage. Right here, what he's going to be doing is he's going to be going into Valor form for the extra damage off of this reaction command. He got a little bit of extra damage off of the Reflect Magnet Finishing Leap, and this is looking pretty good so far. All he has to do now is kind of round up these guys. It's really finicky, though, as you can see, they kind of drop out of it a little bit, but
Oh my god.
yeah, this is looking perfect.
This is disgusting.
Except for the one guy who decided, okay,
This is where I be safe, I hope. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, okay, great recovery though. Yeah.
Yeah.
you can see how quickly that went from perfect to, oh my god, I'm about to die.
Yeah.
You might be wondering if we worry about anti-form or if we, also, nice swag.
How new is that, by the way?
I just learned it before the run.
This strat was literally worked on 1 hour before this run.
And with that, it's time to show off the amazingness yet frustration that is Stitch. I don't know, who wants to explain what Stitch does?
I'll go for it.
Sure.
Stitch gives you constant MP refills, so you can have quote-unquote infinite MP with this guy. He also does a great job of deflecting projectiles and weak hits. So he's kind of your like ultimate tank right here, as you can see. What Biz is doing right here is he's in critical health for a specific reason. There's this ability called Experience Boost. Once you're under 50% health, you gain double EXP. And this is going to be kind of where we do an EXP grind for about 2 minutes. Well, more like 1:30. Basically, we're going to be getting a lot of levels right here. You don't get any more HP orbs here. And with Stitch giving you constant MP and keeping you safe, you get free experience really, really, really quickly. This is extremely important. First of all, we need to hit a certain level so that we don't do trip damage against hostile program. We'll be saving time there. And we also want to hit a certain level so that a fight later on will be sped up. If we do not hit a certain level, specifically level 30 before Genie Jafar, we automatically lose 30 seconds because of that. So like all of this just kind of compounds together, just like how many levels we get so quickly right here.
Yeah,
Into Valor Genie because he was going to start his retaliation phase at that point. However, to note, this series of 4 fights is the most terrifying part of the game. If he dies, he goes back to the last time he has free control of Sora, which is before Demix. And all these fights can kill him, as you can see. So, with that, we're going to call some serious time and see what he can do.
That was close.
A death here is like upwards to 5 minutes time loss.
If you
so-
died a Cloud, yeah.
Both the soldiers and the Morning Stars do tons of damage in this fight.
We recently acquired a new ability right here called Round Break or Vicinity Break. That circling move when there are a lot of enemies around you is actually really great at taking out lots of small enemies like the shadows there. So you'll see it throughout these fights.
He really wants a Rising Sun here. It's an incredibly powerful reaction command that deals with Morning Stars specifically right here.
Thank you, Tifa.
Tifa also does a fantastic job of dealing with Morning Stars.
Tifa, however, is really bad at fighting shadows, so even if there's like one shadow left, she just won't be able to kill it.
It's sort of a trade-off.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to who will hopefully be calling Toji Sucks in the FF7 run.
So shadows do have a move where they can pop up for 0 frames and pop back down. You actually can't hit them when they do that. There's nothing you can do.
And with that, in this final phase, we're going to be introduced to Limit Form.
So limit form levels up by completing these limits that he's doing right now. So that's 1 EXP. This will be 2. And he needs 3 to reach level 2, and that's all he'll need for the run. Limit form is going to be used much later on to fight some endgame bosses, and you just need that extra drive bar that level 2 gives. So we got it. And now Cloud goes Super Saiyan here and completely destroys everything else. So.
And if you want to see him use Omni/more, donate.
2 more afterwards, which after 3 uses of limit, getting to the final phase of them, that's what gave him level 2.
I'm pretty sure it's Steve.
So, to explain what's going on with this Steve and Kyle nonsense.
Oh, it's Steve.
That has to
By
be
the way,
Steve.
this is, in my opinion, the worst fight in the game.
Yeah, so here we're using these Heartless... Oh, the extra command from this Heartless to actually spin in a circle and a Sparkle Ray, I believe, to spin in a circle and deal a lot of damage to a lot of enemies at once. There are 1,000 Heartless in this fight, and they're not actually all loaded. The PS2 wouldn't be able to handle that. They just kind of simulate that they're all there. So throughout this fight, we want to continue to grab 1 Sentry here and use Sparkle Ray over and over. The the Heartless that actually gives you good Sparkle Rays over and over, we like to affectionately call Steve. And the one that decides to give you a long windup after giving you 1 good reaction command, that's actually Kyle, because we don't like Kyle.
Kyle's a jerk.
Kyle's a jerk. Sorry if your name is Kyle.
But no, we're not. Kyle sucks.
We have
If we lose a few seconds, who
Mr.
cares?
Bloody Biscuits here, who is the current world record holder of this game, switching in for the last leg. And really everybody who isn't already following him needs to go follow him immediately because he's going to be doing a fantastic job. We all already have total faith in him.
And during this highly choreographed switch, how about a donation? Just poke it in.
Actually here just to get a stronger Keyblade. We'll be coming back here to finish the actual thing a little bit later on.
Is your customize all that you want it to be?
No, actually. Yeah. This is a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely not used to this. Forgot about the customize that I was supposed to be changing here. Thank
Okay.
you.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go.
We got there in the end. Okay.
I can't believe you got through that. I would have died like instantly.
So you can tell.
So
right
the most
there-
gigantic choke in the world. I apologize for that because that is definitely not how that is supposed to go through.
There's just, you don't have much you can do in those extra rolls.
Right here, there's a little bit of tech. He's about to turn invisible, but if I actually just target him in midair and land a thunder, he just still hits him, even though he's supposedly invisible. It was discovered semi-recently.
I'm not sure we mentioned it, but this boss actually collects a bunch of medallions, and while he has those medallions, he's invulnerable. You need to knock all of the medallions out of him and put them back in the chest in order to make him vulnerable again.
And
Right here, once again, I'm preventing him from teleporting as much as I can.
Yeah, in the last phase of this, he's about to suck up all the medallions, which normally for casual people is a nightmare to deal with, but we have a pretty interesting way to knock them all out.
Yeah, 882 coins right now.
So every thunder knocks out about 50 medallions, and Master Form Thunder hits several times, so this takes care of this phase extremely quickly. Hopefully Goofy is helpful, and
Not fast enough, but
Not
still
as
okay.
much, eh?
Goofy can be using Goofy Bash there to knock MP orbs out, so you can get full MP for this part, but he didn't get lucky
There we go.
That was good though, getting that reflect.
That's
So-
also the only planned use of Cure throughout the game.
Yeah, there you go. That's the type.
Let's see what Peter Pan can do.
Forgot to summon him, but that won't be too big of a deal. Alright, so this is going to be Peter Pan's first entrance. So we're going to round them, all these enemies up into this area right here. There's some really, really annoying Heartless later on, but if we do this correctly, we just get all of the presents.
Yeah. Doing
Those
this,
Heartless right there can go die somewhere,
the
please.
Graveyards one-shot you.
The minigame's over with. Time for the boss of this world, the experiment, where we will once again hopefully see some Peter Pan action and see the real usage of Peter Pan in this run. Starting off with Dance Skull to push him all the way through his first phase. Riz, do you want to note kind of the best way to use Dance Call or the proper way to use it?
Yeah, if you just start with one of the buttons, and then because you can use both triangle and circle for each part of the limit, but you just alternate between them with a slight pause in between to get the most damage out of that. So you can see you did a ton of damage with it. Peter Pan's other ability is, as you attack, he also attacks with you, and that can keep a couple bosses stun locked, as you're seeing. The experiment can't really do anything right now. Sick ground combo.
Ooh.
I want to take this a little safe, yeah. Oh.
Well, that's okay
That's good.
because
We can see the third ability of Peter Pan, which is Tinkerbell's Auto Life. So that's... Ooh.
Smart. Yeah, I was gonna say, we actually have a known crash in this fight, but we know how to avoid it. It's basically when you're doing the reaction command to form them back together, if you get killed while you're throwing it, the game just crashes. That was a good save.
yeah, so nice.
He knows like all the backup strats.
Yeah.
Shoutouts getting punched in the mouth.
Jafar, let's go.
It was supplied by KFJ.
Riz, please explain how this fight works, because you are the
Yeah,
master.
So when you're on the carpet, some of your attacks are changed, slide dash being one of them. And if you, for a lot of times we're kind of, matching out our combos pretty quickly to, do it fast, but in this fight, if you do that, you actually get a lot less damage, so for your slide dash, you want to actually let go of the attack button during them, so you can get the full damage, which speeds up the fight a lot. And other than that, there's an HP gate at about 1.6 bars that if you break it with a finisher, Genie Jafar will just go into his desperation move, which wastes about 30 seconds and will probably kill you. So avoiding it there, he's going to do the RC one more time, and that should end the fight.
Yeah, a lot of people usually have trouble with this fight on critical mode, casually, if they're not a high enough level, and seeing it done like this is pretty impressive.
Yeah, and because we're level 30, that worked out.
This is also another childhood fight that a lot of people had a lot. If you remember the guy with the lances that destroyed you, then this is the guy. So if I do this correctly, then hopefully this guy gets destroyed. Wow, that is a long time since I've seen that.
So that was actually bad RNG that Bloody got there. He wants him to do just his frontal attack so he can guard that. Nice.
That aerial dodge is pretty precise. I have to land it to get all of the learns.
And if he misses that aerial slash, he's dead. That's a one-shot, that lance attack.
Where I'm by myself, and I still have access to limit form, so I will not have to worry about anti-form there, and I can just be safe.
So Riku doesn't get staggered ever, so he just kind of sits there and eats damage, which is great with limit form.
Nice.
That's like perfect luck.
Yeah, whoa, wow, yeah.
Yeah, that was so good.
That
wow.
was really good. Speak too soon.
And final form or bust. But this is a really cool strat, so I'm going to leave this one to Biz or Riz to explain.
You can explain it.
Alright, well, so he is using Valor Genie once again. for the invincibility and just the extra damage that does. He's not going to actually do the very last part of the punch because it would send him flying off of Storm Rider. He's only used the first 9 hits of it. Yeah. And again, that's just for extra damage. And he has a lot of damage right now, so he's actually going to pause for just a second there. If he had attacked too early, it would have broken Storm Rider's HP gate and sent him into the last phase without getting enough damage on him. So that's why he paused there for like half a second.
Yeah, we have to stay on the back as long as we can for this fight to make it go this fast.
Oh my god. It's happening.
Oh, baby.
It's happening. Back there for just extra chip damage. Here we go. Yes! Oh. Yes! Oh, I see you finish. Perfect fight.
So this fight is awful because you have Mickey helping you out, and he does everything except for help you out by knocking enemies out of your magnet randomly. And then to top it all off, you need Stitch to constantly restore MP, and sometimes he just doesn't want to do that. So you have 2 characters that can just wreck this fight for you and make it really slow.
Yeah, in a lot of cases throughout this run, your party members actually do more harm than good. We'll be seeing it again later in the Axel fight, most likely, although he can sometimes help you out.
Yeah, like as we saw, you know, the creepers spread apart too much from getting hit by Mickey and such, so we couldn't quick kill them.
So who wants to explain why this fight is absolute trash?
Axel.
Yep, Axel and Assassins are a nightmare in this fight. He can get cheap-shotted by an Assassin killing itself if it falls out of magnet at the wrong time.
Okay.
Like that. Like that. That explosion is a one-shot.
Yeah,
so.
It kills you in one shot, and there's nothing you can do about it if it hits you.
Yeah.
And his DM is also unbelievable.
Some people say it's the hardest
serious
story
time?
Do you want serious time, or would you prefer we explain?
Go ahead and explain.
So this fight is really all about manipulating revenge value. Different abilities that you use, from a ground hit to an aerial hit to any really sort of magic. Everything has a different revenge value that it tacks onto a fight. And because when an enemy actually retaliates, the revenge value has to drop down to 0 at a natural, level that doesn't abruptly adjust to 0. We use that to manipulate this fight and be able to take care of him pretty quickly. And this is a fight that, for those of you who haven't seen before, can go really wrong really fast. Definitely a hard one at anybody's first time.
Yeah, a lot of people, like I said, consider it the hardest storyline boss in the game.
It also looks really cool.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. I would like some serious time. This fight is pretty ridiculous.
Might be the hardest fight in the game.
The DM skip for this guy is quite unbelievable. I'm amazed it even works in the first place. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, baby.
Yes.
Also, shoutouts to a really cool strat.
Yeah.
So,
going to blow everybody's mind.
the way this fight works is he has this berserk gauge. Once he brings it to max, then he'll just go into this mode where he's like constantly barraging you. But he has to charge it after I break him out of it. So right here, I'm going to be getting all of this damage on him with this loop.
Right here, it's important that he pins himself in between the wall and Syax so that Syax gets caught in all that reflect splash damage.
All right, so his Berserk Gauge is about to hit maximum, but the thing is, Peter Pan is amazing, and he does things like this.
So Peter Pan attacking while you're attacking keeps Syax unlocked, and he can't break out of this. Fight's over.
Yeah, like his revenge value is skyrocketing. He's already well past it.
He should be hitting me back, but Peter
Yeah.
Pan's dagger is preventing Syax from doing literally anything. So I can just do this, and the fight is literally over.
You're probably wondering why we don't just spam this on every boss. It's because we either can't use a summon then, or it's not effective.
Alright, Xemnas 1 acts a little differently than he normally does in other versions of this game, but the principle is kind of the same, almost extremely similar to Roxas. We're going to be looping him for the majority of the fight, and then once he's in range, we're going to be using Limit Form and preventing him from using his DM by just doing this amazing combo with Limit Form.
I think this is a lot of people's favorite reaction command coming up, by the way.
Oh yeah, there are 3 parts to this. You don't just mash triangle, you wait, and then you use that, and it does about a full bar of damage, I would say.
Worth it.
Okay. Alright. My fault. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to try that strat out. That was a newer strat that I was trying out and didn't really work in my favor. He's supposed to launch all the way down to the end there, but I just kind of went for something that I knew was not going to work in the first place, so I'm going to try it a little differently this time. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
You're not?
You can if you want.
I guess we're not.
Screw skyscrapers.
The people at home know what I want to say, but I'm not going to say it.
I'm
Thank you
sure
to all the
there's
people.
emotes all over the chat now.
We apologize for whatever just happened to Twitch chat.
The safer thing to do here is to use Stitch, but I've recently re-picked up Chicken Little, and we're going to see. It's faster to do it this way. We'll see how it works.
Xemnas' sword swipe is a one-shot, so we have to make sure we reflect through that every time.
We get hit on purpose there. That forces Chicken Little's AI into using this Firecracker attack, which deals chip damage throughout the whole fight. Overall, it saves about 5 seconds. Oh man.
Oh, this again.
Oh dear.
Shoutouts to Zach Braff for hold it.
Nice.
He's going to open with a grab move, but we can skip the grab animation and go right into the reversals. And so we're basically going to be timing reversals with Reflect to get damage on Xemnas during this whole segment.
Perfect.
So now he's going to use Session to set up for the next use of Limit Form and get him close to the next HP barrier before he goes into his laser phase.
Okay.
BB has to be very careful about not pushing him outside of the boundaries. You can see on the outer parts of the wall. You can push him out there and you can't follow him there.
Depending how that combo goes during limit form will depend on whether or not he does lasers or grabs you again. So it's one or the other he does. This is a lot safer to deal with. It's just a little slower than the grab move.
There we go.
Okay.
So
No,
we're not quite out of
yeah,
the
I have
woods.
to mash.
Basically, Bloody needs to be mashed.
If you look at Riku's health, he's about to die. If I let up on the mashing, then he'll probably die, and I'd have to restart the whole fight.
Yeah, triangle and circle both need to be mashed as quickly as possible here in order to make sure that none of the lasers hit either character.
Yeah, unfortunately, if Riku dies, the fight does end. So it is a bit scary when he's one hit away from death here.
Time is coming up here.
Yeah, time is
Yeah,
coming
time in
up.
about in a minute and a half.
Now, how are you ending the fight?
A minute now.
Minute, yeah.
Are you using?
Can you put this in the PS2?
Yeah, we're gonna have to get ready for Dead Orb.
Yeah.
Okay, so time will be right when Bloody actually uses Thunder on Final Zemnis. I'm sure he'll call it as well, but
It'll be white completely, and then it'll fade from white, and then time will be right around there.
beep.
Yeah, there are beeps to some sound effects in this game. I'm surprised we just heard
That's
probably.
the first one.
Yeah.
Quick shoutouts to everybody that supported us, like getting all of these people here in the first place, and for having us, have the honor of giving this fantastic run.
I know we had about 25 people back at home.
Right about now.
Time.
Very good.
That's really good.
Very good.
That's an awesome
47?
time.
Yes, he
beat
said
both of our
47.
PPs.
That's beat both of our PPs, man. That's amazing. Holy crap. That's amazing.